Alright guys, so the leaks and updates are officially in. Everything new coming to Dragon Ball Legends tonight for the weekly reset update. Now, quickly before we get started, I want to shout out Pro Digital as well as Gruzdog for these leaks. And if you guys do want to keep getting updated here 24/7, that's what I do. I'll make sure to keep you guys updated here every single day. If you guys simply just like and subscribe, I'll make sure to take care of you guys that way. So let's not waste any time, man. Actually, you know what? I was going to start off with the event, but we're going to start off with first and foremost this right here. It's a brand new RIBRIANNE equipment. Now, I know a lot of you guys do not like RIBRIANNE, but there's a good chance we might be seeing a RIBRIANNE LF coming out next week for Valentine's Day. We should be seeing a brand new LF next week. It would make perfect sense. It'd be exactly just around 1 month away from LF 17. So right here, if not, it would definitely be the following week after that. But Valentine's Day is on the 14th. This would be revealed on the 14th as well and would come out on the 15th, depending where you guys live, of course. But really quick, I want to say this. The Zenkai, which we are going to get a Zenkai Kefla. Zenkai Kefla, the issue with this character is that her Z ability and her Zenkai ability do not necessarily buff the same tags. For example, her Z ability buffs Fusion Warriors, girls, and as well as her Zenkai ability buffs Universe Rep. Now, in order for this to work, a character needs to come out where she's gonna buff that character, most likely, right? A green character, aka RIBRIANNE. Most likely, I'm just kind of tossing it out there. But I will say that this would actually make sense for her Z ability and her Zenkai ability not to make any sense in order for it to make sense for RIBRIANNE, right? So RIBRIANNE would be girls, which is her normal Z ability, and then also Rival Universe, which is her Zenkai ability, right? So there's a solid chance of RIBRIANNE, and I'm not dismissing any LF from now on. A lot of us dismissed LF 17. Everybody called him mid upon release. Everybody's just bashing him, and he's just a top 3, top 4 unit. So yeah, you just don't dismiss units before you actually have to see what they have in store for them, right? So we have that new equipment. Now, Battle Gauntlet versus Kefla. Obviously, that's 700 crystals up for grabs. Brand new, of course, full power battle. Now, man, dude, I feel like I'm the only one bashing Dragon Ball Legends to desperately add crystals to this event. Like, I'm okay, so full power battle is, as you guys can see, it's labeled high difficulty event, but it's got the worst rewards in the game by a mile. I mean, honestly, this event needs chrono crystals, and I keep on bashing Dragon Ball Legends every single day for this to happen, and I believe it will happen one day. I'm gonna get to them one day, guys. But obviously, this just pretty much gives you a few erasers and just some Z power for a free-to-play unit, which we can already max out via co-op, so it doesn't really make any sense whatsoever. Yeah, it's just very, very backwards. And this has 3 stages: normal, hard, and scream. If they just tally up at least 1,000 crystals on top of that, right? For example, 200 normal, 300 hard mode, and then 500 scream mode, that would be actually perfect. Or even 700 crystals wouldn't be too shabby as well. Very similar to Battle Gauntlet. So this is something they definitely need to do. Not something I want, but they need for this to happen for a healthy ecosystem for both free-to-play and pay-to-play players in Dragon Ball Legends. So Zenkai Kefla is coming out as well, which, by the way, we do have the art card for her, which I like a lot. I really do. I'm a huge Kefla fan. It just sucks that the free-to-play one didn't necessarily get the love she deserved, nor did the Zenkai one. Actually, the Zenkai one's not that bad, but we'll be going over her abilities in just one bit. And by the way, if you guys wanted to go check all this out for yourself, everything is linked down below. You guys can go follow my Twitter or Pro Digital. But yeah, I mean, honestly, these are all fantastic. That green one looks pretty cool. Oh, this purple one looks cool, but too bad she can't use it. But yeah, I mean, all these look absolutely crazy. And we have a few more stuff here, I think. This rebrand equipment, some other assets. And by the way, we should perhaps, I would say perhaps be getting a brand new banner coming out tonight. These usually get data mined late for some reason. So I don't have them now because I want to push out the video for you guys quickly. But I will keep you guys updated here on my YouTube, as well as on my Instagram, as well as on my Twitter. Like I said, everything is linked down below in the description box. So go check out those links. And as well as, what was it? It was the raid. There we go. The raid is actually guaranteed already. Toshi specifically said the raid is going to come out. This should be coming out midweek, like it always does, like a Friday, Saturday, depending where you guys live. So Friday most likely, and we should be seeing the image for the raid in just one bit. Like I said, some of this stuff kind of gets spread out, data mined, you know, separately for whatever reason, right? So but yeah, let's just quickly, guys, take a look at this Kefla. I haven't read her kit yet, to be honest with you guys, but I kind of browsed it, but I haven't really gone too deep into it. But we're gonna be taking a look at her 2 new abilities. Okay. So her first one here is applies the following effects to self when battle starts. So whenever the battle starts, she gets 20% damage inflicted, cannot be canceled, so that's an extra damage buff on top of her normal stat buff. But by the way, I do want to go check out her strike damage. It should be close to 300,000. I would guess like 280 to 290, which is very significant. Also, she reduces damage received by 25%, cannot be canceled. Also, plus 30% to key recovery, cannot be canceled. So that is the first Zenkai ability. The second one is Girls Leading the Charge. Shortens other allies' substitution count by 1 every time when hit with an enemy strike, blast, special move, ultimate. So anytime she's hit, she gets, and is this limited? It's not. So yeah, it's not limited. Wow, it's actually pretty good. From what I can see here, it's not limited unless it's cut off, but yeah, it's actually not that bad. Shortens ally substitution count by 1. Her with Pan would actually make a lot of sense, kind of, right? So, but I do think we're going to get something girls related for Valentine's Day. It just makes sense for that to happen, right? But yeah, also applies the following effects to self when this character enters the battlefield. She restores ki by 20 and plus 30% to strike damage inflicted, cannot be stacked, obviously. Applies attribute upgrade, shortens substitution count by 2, activates 3 times, so even more. And all this resets, of course, when character switches. So, and I believe her special move now, she used to buff health by 10%. Now she also gets plus 30 to ki with her green card, and plus 20% damage inflicted for 20 timer counts. Also cancels own attribute downgrades in abnormal conditions. And that's it for her green card. And for her Zenkai ability, it's green and universe rep. So I'm assuming we're going to get a green universe rep RIBRIANNE, perhaps a transforming one. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. Maybe one with revival. I don't know. I'm just spilling kind of like speculations at this point in time. We don't have much to go off of, but this is kind of what it's looking like, especially with Valentine's Day right now coming up next week. And yeah, it's prioritized on strike attack and strike defense, and then the other sub below that one is blast and blast defense. So very interesting stuff. She does not look too good whatsoever. I was really hoping she had cover nullification. That does not seem to be the case. All in all, I'm excited for more crystals to be dished out. I guess next week, last week we were able to get 5,000. This week we're going to get 700 from this. We're going to get 1,300 also from the brand new raid. And then I think that's probably some other stuff, some login bonuses and stuff like that. But I really wished Full Power Battle Man were to dish out some crystals, because it would be perfect. Even if, like I said, even if it's like 500, 700 or even like 1,000, that's something the community does need, especially the free-to-play community. And especially with all these banners coming out left and right, right? But yeah, guys, that's going to wrap it up. I'll keep you guys updated with more info here on my Twitter, as well as on my Instagram and on my YouTube. So make sure you guys simply like, subscribe, and I'll definitely catch you guys once again tomorrow morning. Have a good one. Peace.